Alright, we are live. Hey everyone. And ready? Am I dying? Hey everybody, and welcome to another episode of World of Horror. Today I want to go for some dex builds, because I don't really go for them all that much. Yeah, that's basically my thoughts. So, without further ado, I'll see you guys in the game. What color scheme should I do? This is a reasonable one. I don't dislike it. I'm just gonna take a sip. City of Shiokawa, Japan, 1980X. Something strange is happening in our town. Robed figures can be seen gathering in the woods at night. People are going missing. Disgusting creatures are terrorizing the seaside. The rapid technological progress of the modern era brings comfort, but also new unknown threats. Old gods, malicious eldritch beings who ruled the earth eons ago, are awakening as reality starts to crumble. Armed with clues, spells, and your dwindling sanity, you'll investigate mysteries across the city and in realms beyond. An old train slows down and stops at its last station. The end of the world is at hand, and you finally arrived in the doomed town. For our character, I guess I could just go random. I could randomize everything, actually. So I don't think the actual stuff matters. Other than it being Harbinger of Doom, of course. Yeah, seems good to me. Let's see, who do we got today? Kiri? She doesn't have bad decks. And Seventh Curse, that's pretty good background as well. She has Ashen Contract, which is kind of okay. Not really a big fan of the Ashen Contract because it slurps so much doom. I feel like most of the time it's not really worth it. But I don't know, maybe against like a Akamanto or the Madjander. Right, hardware shop is good. School setup, awesome. Curse continues to follow me. Looks like we're on the A timeline. Guess I'll do... I don't know, why not the classic outfit? Didn't get anything in our drawers. So I'm gonna take a bathola, get a little experience points. What are our mysteries today? I think for the first one, since I'm doing like a challengey run, I'm just going to do the normal mysteries. And following it up. Oh, I kind of regret saying that. Freakish Fable, Frightening Flood. Oof. Okay, well the first thing we've got to do is the Horrible History of House Hotel. Because I want to buy, I guess just the steak knife. Horrible History of Household Hell. There are many old mansions around this town. Boop 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 Manor is one of them. Supposedly haunted by the family of four who disappeared without a trace one summer. Was it the only tragic event that took place there? I don't know if there's any other weapons that use dex. I know there's the Rusty Sickle that uses dex and the Switchblade, but those are both like enemy specific. And we didn't get the Botanist, and we're not playing Miku. Is there any other weapons? There's the brick, which shows up the vending machine. There's the katana, but that's RNG. Yeah, I guess I'll just shop for the steak knife. We didn't end up getting it. Oh, the item statistics randomized too? Well, I guess I'll get the flashlight, because why not? I'll shop again. Steak knife, it's worth 4 funds. I should not have gotten the flashlight. Oh, that sucks. I had an inkling that this might happen. What? Trade in plus 0 funds? Are you serious? That's so bullshit. The fuck? I guess I'll get a curse. Hallucinations, -1 perception. Oh, thank God. Fuck. Oh, man. It's so weird that it randomizes item price. Let's see, so chance to hit 80, I think that's higher than normal. It's a normal damage, and the speed may or may not be quicker than normal. So that's no big deal. Little bit extra doom, not the greatest. It might not be worth using a police station with Yogat the Egg Eldritch Amulet. Plus 10 reason when worn. I think I got this before. I don't want to put it on now. I think if I put it on now, I would stay at 13 and then drop 10 reason when I took it off. That seems not very good. But that's nice to have in the back pocket. Got plus 4% doom for no reason. That's really horrible as well. And another 3% doom. Just give me all the doom. I like the doom. I want more doom. We don't have enough doom. Obviously, I'm going to take materials. Try one more time. I think just always fucks you over. I got an injury. Badly bleeding right before crescendo. That's pretty awful. We're getting a little fucked with RNG. Did they change the RNG? I used to be a lot luckier than this. This is some bullshit. Pillar Vampire. I believe you can run from him now. Used to not be able to, so it was like glitched out. I think 7 damage per round. 7 times 3 is 21. Not really the greatest. Maybe we could just risk it with 70% chances. I think that's pretty good. Alright, we hit it 3 times. It's now at 15 HP. This might be better. It's 8 damage, almost guaranteed. There we go. Was a little worried I'd missed the first one. We did not. Oh yes, minus 3% doom. That offsets one of the 4 events we got. I definitely will search the room. Got another flashlight to add to the collection. Can I sell this one? I cannot sell this one. Dark forces scheme against you. We got another hallucinations. We're getting a lot of those too. I'm not gonna really complain too much, because it doesn't necessarily screw us over all that badly. Following a strange song, you discover a hidden passage that leads you to an underground chamber connected to the sea. You can't find the source of the sounds, but then it hits you. The acoustics of this place make the waves sound like the most beautiful serenade. Mesmerized, you step closer to the stone altar at the end of the room. Unholy chants coming from the caves connected with the mansion must have driven the family insane. With no connection to the outside world, they fed on what they had, themselves. However, this doesn't explain the fresh corpses and wet tracks around the altar. Hello, Black Doom. How are you doing? I went for the C ending, because I think if you see Earman but don't offer him a sacrifice, it increases the danger level of the seaside. Not 100% sure though. I think I'm kind of forced to do Freaky Feature found footage because badly bleeding. I'm doing pretty good. I watched a chunk of a movie before my stream, which I'll get into after I read the description of this mystery. Freaky Feature of found footage. 3 students disappeared in the process of making a documentary about local folklore and legends of the nearby forest. Now, on the first anniversary of the event, a suspicious man has started asking questions. He claims to be a private investigator hired by the parents of the students. Except the parents of your friends didn't hire him. Who is he? And what did the students discover out there? Maybe we should do the police station. Oh, we need to go to the hospital first. Badly bleeding is a light injury, right? Yeah. So it's a little bit of a meme movie. Or I say a meme movie. It's very like famous. But I watched the first. I feel like the skull is observing your actions. I watched the first hour of the silent voice movie. I have to say I was enjoying it. I didn't end up finishing it because scheduling conflict. Do I enter the other world? We might be able to get a katana. I feel like getting a katana would be cheating. I'm gonna resist. I know that seems silly, but even with the non-dex build, you can win with katana. So we've got Obsessed Man. He has 35 power. He's doing 3 stamina damage. We could have a 75% chance to do 3 damage. Then I think we might be able to do 3 attacks. I guess I can just check real quick. Oof. This is not a good fight for us. It might be just worthwhile to just tank the damage straight up. I guess the real question is whether or not we want to fight the Mad Jander who's going to be showing up later in, because I could just handcuff him. I think I'll just tank the stamina damage. It's sucky, but, you know. Have many cuts on her face. The reason I didn't want to duel him is because when he takes the damage, he doubles his damage output. Hello, El Yanley. How are you doing today? I think I'll grab self therapy. Maybe. No, I'll grab folklore studies. And I'll level my dex. Oh, maybe I should try dodging. Probably would have helped out. Hindsight 2020. I kind of want to fight this mask as well. Or the sculpture. We're a little bit Doom max, but all the masks are like B slot items. I think I'm going to go for it. Doing alright, not too hot today. Like, temperature-wise, not too hot? Or do you mean, alright, not too hot as in not that great? Okay. Crap, we can do 12 damage and this thing's got 13 HP. It's not the greatest. I should have not thrown. I shouldn't have put that flashlight in storage. Guess I could have thrown it right now. Okay. Right now it's 93 degrees Fahrenheit where I am. I have some sort of like temperature widget on my computer. There we go, that's 10 damage guaranteed. Get out of here, headless mannequin. Go to the mansion once more. Definitely, I'll just take the experience points. And I'll rest once. And if I'm gonna rest once, I'll rest twice. Okay, thanks for the reminder, Alienly. Trying to think if there's any weird, what's the strangest American slang I know of? Didn't end up getting the perception check. Ooh, that's nice. The rumored witch house seems to be empty. In the basement, however, you find a camera pointed at the large hole in the ground. On the table next to the camera, you see 3 cassettes, each titled after one of the missing friends. Then you hear a curious sound coming from the hole. I'll take a peeky peek. You kneel down and lean forward to see what's inside the hole. It takes a while to process what you are looking at. It's a gigantic eye staring right at you. Hypnotized, you continue to lean in, feeling weaker and weaker as the gargantuan beast lures you in. At the very last moment, the suspicious tall man grabs you by the collar. He explains he's a part of a cult, protecting the house and the mysterious entity below it. You've got a bigger purpose than to die here, he says before knocking you out. You wake up a few hours later on a bus heading back to your town. Coffee to go is weird. I mean, coffee to go makes sense to me. It's like to go, you know. And in football and sports, the reporters call it now, they fight it wellness. Oh, like they'd say fight it in English, or just like the German word for fight, or fight. I'm so immersed in English, it all just seems normal to me, I'm not gonna lie. I'd have to like actually look at a list of expressions to think of one, because I'm drawing blanks right now. No, they don't use the German words, so it's like... I hope this doesn't come off as like insensitive, but it'd be like Horgy Borgy fighted. Horgy Borgy? I don't know what the like word would be for German. Or are you saying that they would say they fought well in this, just all English? I think I'll do the vigil next. Vicious verses of a violent vigil. Okay, so it's like a loanword situation. I think everyone does that. I'm pretty sure I do that with like Spanish words. Received an official looking letter. What does a law firm from Tokyo want from you? We regret to inform you of the passing of our client and your granduncle. His funeral will be preceded by an overnight vigil as per the client's request. There's an address and the list of people expected to arrive. You recognize any of the names? Intrigued, you decide to check it out yourself. What's the worst thing that could happen? I'm pretty sure roll your eyes is a literal expression. Like, people just, like, look up and it's like you're rolling your eye. Following the directions from the letter, you slowly fight your way through the overgrown forest path. The old mansion looks like it was torn down and rebuilt many times, but where is everyone? I get what you mean. It can be annoying sometimes. I'm more of a lone a lone word enjoyer. I get the position. Like, if you weren't into it and it was just showing up all the time, that would probably get annoying. Okay, it's gonna take 2 turns to kill this person, so I'm gonna try dodging. I can get 3 attacks if I don't prep them. They're 90% chances. I think that's worth. Alright, come on, RNG. No, we did not get the good RNG. I get what you mean. Got even more stamina loss. To be honest, we're so doom maxed that I think I'm gonna go for the B ending. So bow, clap, bow, bow. Bow, clap, bow, bow. Inspect the foot. Bow, clap, bow, bow. Double check. Bow, clap, bow, bow. Correct. Oh, fantastic. Light up the fireplace. -1 stamina, that's unfortunate. I think I can put the Eldritch Amulet away for the time being. Probably not going to lose to reason loss. So I can get the meat cleaver and throw the meat cleaver. Got some more doom. The body. It's missing. Where is everyone? Well, we're very lucky. Got plus item, -5% doom. Well, that's amazing. You managed to find one of the guests. They're shaken but otherwise safe. You both decide to get the hell out of this place, but the door is gone. You know, this would be a pretty good one-shot, actually. So it's like on rails enough where shit can't get super fucked. Oh, the thought just occurred to me about it. I think Karai is a charisma check. If you succeed, I don't know what happens, but if you fail, you get a little doom. Push through it is -reason guaranteed. We only have 5 charisma. I think I'd rather lose the 1 or 2 reason. Yeah. We push through it. I will burn the envelope in the study as well. -1 reason. I'm glad it's not the plant. If it was the plant, that would have been pretty rough. So we're already kind of low on stamina. Ah, fuck. We should have gotten the self-therapy perk. RIP, -2 stamina. Really unfortunate. Oh, plus 2% doom. Cool. We're already at 61% doom. My benchmark for this point would be 45%. The boss is going to be pretty tough. I'm just going to go for the beginning. Well, not just the right players. I mean, format-wise, basically all you do is like you build a mansion with like, I don't know, 8 rooms, 10 rooms or something. You have interesting things in them. And then you just say every time you're exploring a mansion that will advance the time units or something. Give them an incentive to either be together or split up. Then you have boss or whatever. I think it'd be good. Obviously, if you have shitty players, then it would be a bad situation or not a good one shot. But I think that's true of everything. The price is paid. A voice booms in your head as everything gets dark. When you wake up, you find yourself lying on the wet grass, the old mansion nowhere to be seen. Standing next to you is a naked, bloated old man. You recognize the tattoo on the man's toe. It's your deceased granduncle. With a coarse voice, he explains the ritual. You try to keep up with him, but you're weak and your head spins. The death toll must remain the same. 2 die and 2 survive. You feel like vomiting as the old man who has cheated death disappears behind the trees. Everything gets dark. Well, it's a bit linear if one would take it straight. Not all players like that. That's true. I think a one-shot should be more linear than like a normal campaign thing, though. Because you gotta get it like done in 4 hours. Otherwise it becomes a 2-shot. The man who you thought was your uncle is cheated death, making you an accessory to murders. You know police officers won't believe you when you tell them the truth, and do your best to forget the nightmares you left behind. Vicious version of a violent vigil, ending C. You speak with someone who've chronically had one-shots go longer, to be fair. Yeah, I mean, I've had the same situation before. That's why I'm like, I must make them linear. I think it worked out with my 100 sub special one-shot thing. Oh, I should have gotten a little extra stamina. That was a little bit of a mistake. Oh well. What does Ashen Contract read exactly? Kills any non-Eldritch entity. I feel like I want to do mermaids last, just so I can regenerate. Freakish fable of a frightening flood. A group of researchers from a university in Tokyo are researching a curious rock formation. It was discovered a few weeks ago by tourists in a village next to Shiokawa. You've read about it in a newspaper. The sudden disappearance of the tourists was the subject of school gossip for a few days, but ultimately no one was found. The rock formation must be somehow connected to the events happening in your town. Feeling that researchers can help you, you decide to pack yourself and visit the village yourself. Got a drenched man coming to attack us. He's doing 3 stamina damage. He has 30 power. Did we get Blood Moon? Damn it. We were doing really good with our accuracy up until now. Okay, so we could do 6 plus a 90% chance to do 4. Just 10. He's Eldritch. Kinda want to brace, but I mean, that'd be 9 damage per 3 stamina. He'd go down to 17. I think this is worth doing for a few rounds. Oh, hold up. He's weak to slashing. I'll go for another round. He stabs you with his knife. Oh, the 8 attack limit is really ballbuster. Okay, 90% chance. Thank goodness. You enter the inn hoping you will find the research team there. All but one room are empty. In the last one, you find a visibly stressed man, Matsuda-san, the expedition leader. Thank God you came. We've been attacked by the villagers and got separated. I'm worried for my colleagues. The things we've learned here, the knowledge, it's too dangerous. We must escape this place as soon as possible. He gulps and looks out of the window before continuing. The last time I saw my team was at the school. We used an empty classroom to keep our research notes and equipment. You should look there for clues. Remember, we must flee before the river level gets too high or else. Amazing. Oh no, we're fighting the young witch. She is extremely tough. I think we might handcuff her. Because handcuffs 12 or less HP. Oh, I thought I accidentally committed seppuku there. I was very slow. Got the box cutter, which is nice. I think I'll hold on to it and ready it for the, let's see, 575.60. I think it got fucked with the RNG. I don't know if I want to use it. It's 10 time units slower, 20% less accurate, 2 more damage. I think I'll hold on to it for now and switch the steak knife to kill Chikura with. Awesome, got plus stamina. Are you actually kidding me? So we can get 2 attacks with the box cutter guaranteed. If I brace, I could get a 65% chance to hit, and we just get 1 doom. So 65%. Let's just say 3 damage per round. The alternative is we try dodging because we have a good dex stat. Then we get an 85% chance to do 7, or we prep to do 5. I think I'd take the chance and just put my hope in RNG. Okay, that's pretty god-awful. I'll do it one more time. Oh, are you serious? That's so fucked. Alright, I'm not putting my faith in RNG right now. Jeez. Okay, Tataru flies closer. Definitely just gonna brace and try to hit it. Okay. Tataru gives us a huge smooch. Then I stab Tataru. That was pretty fucking absolutely horrible. I'll get Ghost Connection and some more dexterity. I'm switching to the steak knife. It's treating me much better. Guess I'll observe the smog because that'll cost stamina if we fail. Plus 8 experience points. Tall woman, minus 2 stamina. Luckily we have painkillers. Definitely gonna get the minus 3% doom. Definitely... I'm just gonna pop the painkillers now so I can get the wine. Amazing. The river's level's too high and the waves crash against the village's building. Run before the water devours you. Very good. You know, all the World of Horror mysteries are kind of good for one-shots, actually. Come to think of it. As you get closer to the bridge leading out of the village, Matsuda-san suddenly stops. I know this tune. Before you can react, he begins to undress and runs into the darkness. Shocked, you begin to hear faint moaning coming from the rock formation. What you see there feels unreal. All the villagers are naked. They are dancing around the pillars as something slowly emerges from the river. It's Shakura. It's doing 3 reason damage. We have all 3 allies, so we're doing 5 damage per hit, per swing. So we could do 11, or we could risk it for the biscuit to potentially do 15. I think that makes sense. Miss the attack. You know, might be worth dodging early, actually. So I will do that. We did not successfully dodge. Can we brace and reasonably attack? We could get a 80% chance to do 5. I think that probably makes sense to do from here on out. Because we'd be losing 1 reason a pop to do 5 damage. Oh, not great. Okay, let's say we hit. Chikura's down to 23 HP. Oh no. I think we brace first of all and then we do the math. I think we can kill it. It's just going to be a real ballbuster. So Desperate Struggle. We can do 6 plus 2 is 8, so 16 damage. So we just need to throw enough items that this creature, you know. Boom, 16. There we go. It's a little sucky that we had to ditch our bottle, but that's fine. We would have only gotten 2 stamina out of it. The eldritch monster disappears as suddenly as it appeared. All that's left of Kaibara village is a group of deeply confused villagers. Among them, you quickly locate the embarrassed Matsuda-san. Luckily, the research team has parked their jeep on a hill that wasn't affected by the flood. Knowing that time is of the essence, they drive you back to Shiokawa and promise that they will alert the government. You can only hope that help will arrive in time. We got a spell. And the spell is Witness Curse, which is not bad. Hey, sorry I had to pick up something from the store. Oh, that's fine. I have no expectations in that regard. Guess I'll get the extra stamina. Might as well check out the lighthouse as well, see if we actually care if we get burns. We do not care if we get burns, there's no Takashi. Good to know. It's a little bit less incentive to actually fight Axeman. What'd you end up getting from the store? Macabre Memoir of Morbid Mermaids. The janitor was obsessed with mermaids. He's collected every scrap of the legend about them in the school basement. Now his mind is snapped. He's decided it's time to make one of his own, using unfortunate students' bodies as materials. There's one thing everyone at the school is talking about. Another girl from your area has gone missing. Could there be anything connecting all the missing people? Very good. There's something in my... Yeah. If I had the curse cartridge equipped, we would have been doing good. Chips, lunch meat, and some drinks, and making burgers. Burgers are nice. Oh, that amulet would have been really good to hold on to, too. I like burgers. We're pretty much good on spell slots. I don't think we even go to the hospital during this mystery, so Arcane Grasp doesn't do anything for us. I think luck checks are more common than charisma checks, so I will do that. I'll get a little extra dexterity. So I'll put these guys in the school. What do I put on burgers? Just cheese and ketchup. I think I will fight this ghost. So you was a ton of reason for not fighting it anyways. So we can do 10 damage around, or we can burn an offering and do 9 damage. Can we dodge an offering? We can. Alright, please RNG. Please. We did not successfully dodge. That's so fucking 8. Do you ever make silly voices or impressions just for fun? Yeah, I believe so, yeah. Alright, please RNG. Oh, fucker. Damn it. Got our ass beat this fight. It was so not worth. What's the blade like? Okay. I know when I used to play StarCraft and stuff, I'd just parrot the characters in the game. I think I might actually just use the Eldritch Amulet. Alright, we're locked into the amulet now. I'll visit the monument once as well. Got -2 stamina. Probably not the greatest, but whatever. Oh. That's so not good. Everything's so trash here. Oh no. Oh, that's pretty good. That offsets a very small amount of doom. I think we're gonna have to visit the monument again. I'm just worried it's gonna be stamina monument. Which kinda makes me wanna not go to it. I mean, I guess I will. The alternative is like rest. Please no stamina. Okay, funds. Let's see, his corpse dust. It sells for 2 funds. That's pretty awesome. We're at 83%. Don't ask me to do impression though. I would not be able to do it on the fly for the record. -4 reason. Okay, we're pretty much... I think we're good enough on Doom now. Are you serious? That's not good. Okay, we could brace and 95% chance to do 4 damage. Then I guess we throw some shit. Oh, I'm serious. I think I can get 2 strong attacks. So that'd be 16 damage. I'm gonna throw my extra flashlight. 5 throwing damage? Oh yeah, it's the cursed cartridge. If I've ever played or seen the game Little Misfortune, I have seen it. I've not played it, but I've seen basically a whole playthrough, but not like a 100% playthrough. You bust through the door to the janitorial closet, but it's already too late. The latest missing girl is lying on a dirty mattress, the upper part at least. A tail of a fish has been crudely sewed in place of her legs. "She's too weak to die," you hear the mad janitor say. He looks you up and down. "Maybe you'll do." Yeah, it was good. I remember enjoying the experience watching it. Definitely just gonna burn it all down. Boom. I can do the impression of the little girl voice pretty good. That's interesting. Yeah, I forgot about that line. Yikes forever. Suddenly, the mutilated girl moans quietly and twitches. The fishtail causes the lamp to fall and break, igniting the chemicals. The mad janitor catches fire and starts screaming terribly. You try to avoid him, thrashing around the room, setting everything on fire. Thick smoke and the smell of burning flesh makes you feel weak. You are rescued by the firemen, trying to contain the fire. No trace of the mad janitor is found, and no one believes your story, but you'll sleep a little better tonight knowing the other students are safe. Macabre Memoir of Morbid Mermaids, ending C. No, for my second campaign, question mark, that I did, like years ago, I ended up, I probably should look at the lighthouse. I ended up working on an impression of Garrick from Deep Space Nine. Let's see, deck, no, that's strength, -3 stamina, charisma, -3 reason, dex, easy, VR, easy. Then memory checks. Okay, so we've got enough stamina and reason. That's nice. I'm not sure if I could do it now. In fact, because I'm a little bit reticent to do it, I think I'd fuck it up. At the time, I remember being really pleased with it, though. I would go out into, there's this trail near my home, which goes into the desert. And so that's where I would practice it. Let me just double check. Strength, dex, -3 stamina. Okay. We're good on that. Just gotta remember to grab my flashlight. Cool. Amazing. And start climbing. It was for like a random NPC that the party ended up kind of not talking too much because I think I nailed it too well and he was too suspicious. I'm good at the more robotic voice that Aegis has in Persona 3, otherwise I'm not good at voices, lol. I would say I'm not particularly good at voices either, but I had a goal, at a mission. I can't remember who my second enemy was. Let me just, I think you said the Obsessed Man was my second one. So I'll take your advice on that one. Plus XP. Thank you very much for the reminder, Elienli. I had no idea. And the second mystery, probably could remember this one. I think it was Freaky Feature found footage. Plus XP. Oh, thank goodness. I remember because I was injured at the end of the other one. I'll get quick thinking and some decks so that I can have 12 decks. The dark clouds swirl around the lighthouse, and did you arrive too late? As the unnatural fog slowly lifts, you're relieved and collapse on the floor. The next day, everything feels like a bad dream. You manage to stop the ritual awakening of the eldritch old god, but what's done is done. It will stir in its slumber again and again until the stars are right again. Congratulations, you are safe for now. Very cool. I feel like I literally never successfully dodged this run, which is a little unfortunate, but otherwise it went well. Don't think it was particularly unlucky. There's a lot of doom to start off with. It was pretty alright. I think I'll do a challenge too. Oh, hold up. I don't know if the idea is entertaining, but seeing how far you could come in endless mode without doing the cheating build from Grimoire guy. Yeah, I could do that. Sounds fine to me. I'll do Kufa. I'll do a challenge after that. Guess I'll do a random character and I feel like it'd be cheating if I went Knight Errant. I'll just do Hunted by the Cult, so that we might end up seeing that third enemy. I'll put on Harbinger of Doom. I guess I'll have random item statistics and perks. Endless mode. It's hopeless. You can't stop the old gods. In this mode, there's no mystery to solve. Earn points by surviving an endless stream of encounters. And for the boss, I guess I'll pick, I don't know, Thotu sounds fun to me. We've got Miku. Coolio. Guess I'll get the vending machine for her. Yeah, I know, it's actually perfect for endless mode. I want the normal shop as well. I think this should be fine. What would be an interesting old god idea if you could mod an old god? I'm pretty sure I said this before, but I think like a pestilence one would be cool. It's like whenever you take stamina damage, maybe in combat, you can get like a disease or something, and maybe it could have its own group of enemies or something. Bad time to be out of cash. I also forgot to get my figurine cash. I guess I'll just... How did I get an empty bottle? Oh, from my bath. I'll destroy the shrine. +3 funds. I'm a god. Hell yes. For my combat weapon, I'll go to the hardware shop. It's statistic randomization, so the monkey wrench looks okay. Looks kind of worse than it usually is. I think the crowbar is actually better for us, even though it costs 2 more. Does the threat level not matter? it might not matter. Interesting. I didn't know that was the thing. It's a good thing I didn't get the police station. Have an Instagram my artwork. Do I still draw? I draw tokens. It's been a little bit since I've drawn just for fun or for art's sake, but I've been mostly just drawing tokens here and there. I've been trying to get used to the tablet. I used to draw using only my mouse as well. This is a real ball busting enemy encounter. Okay. I think this has got to be the best sequence. Okay, we do 10 damage to the worm. Worm bites us. I'm gonna, in return, do 10 damage to it. Bites us again. Down to 2 HP. And we get this chicken nugget. Which we'll maybe eat if we get unlucky. If possible, it would be fun to see doing a live stream of me doodling. Yeah, it would be neat. Something I thought about doing. This could be good. Oh, stats are so horrible. It's a chance to hit 65%, so we can get a 95 and an 85. I guess that'll do. Miss the 85% chance. Unfortunately, the people who I was doing group draws with were kind of like busy, so I kind of fell out of it. Which is what it is. You know, stuff happens. Definitely going to examine the package. -2 reason. We're getting our ass absolutely kicked by this challenge mode. If it helps, I can draw. I don't know. If the mood takes me, then I'll be when I do it. I think I definitely will just get the -5% doom and rest a couple times. Interesting. It resets the thingy each time. Got a cool statuette. It's also fantastic. Got Canis the lunar cat. If we can hit it twice, which we have an 80% chance to, then we... Excellent. Lost no stat olies. Got an extra 3% doom. -2 reason. Got weird cult member A. Is doing 2 stamina damage. So we can do 10 damage in a round. If we braced, could we get away with doing a strong attack? Would that even work? No. Could we get a guaranteed attack if we brace, though? No, we could not. Okay. I was gonna hope I hit 2 80% chances. Amazing. Got -1 reason as well. As long as we don't hit a zone with too high of a threat level, we should be fine. Yeah, I serve the old ones. Give me those allies. Reiko +1 funds. Witch let go gain 2 spells. The Witch is useful. Reiko not so much. Oof. That's pretty rough. Guess I'll get the spells now. Got Unearthly Suture and Brainworms. The Suture's not bad. Can help us out in the worst case scenario, you know. We get like a terrible injury. Definitely I'll get Lost in Light, plus 0 reason. That's cool. I'm going to enter the Destroyed Temple for the 1 in 3 chance, because that sounds amazing. Minus 3 stamina. Unfortunate. Does the Endless mode ever give, like, anything other than item, book, and other thing? It's our first level. Oh, we've got randomized perks, too. I guess I'll do Anatomy class. It's kind of a bummer level up, not gonna lie. It is what it is. Definitely gonna let him come up with his own stuff. Got Gossip Junkie. She's doing so much reason damage, we have to brace. We can get a guaranteed 5 damage. She'd go down to 12. We probably can do 12 damage. Probably should have seen if I can Desperate Struggle last turn. Doesn't matter because we can Desperate Struggle this turn. Oh, we did 13 damage. I should have been more careful with the calculations. Oh, hell yes, Father Yusugi. Give me that. Give me that reason. I'll lift all the boxes. Got Sniffing Gardener. It's also doing a metric shit ton damage. If we successfully hit, which we have an 85% chance to do, we'll be able to kill it in the same way we got the other enemy. Easy peasy. Got a shovel. What's the shovel look like? 7 damage, 113 speed, chance to hit 55. Versus 4, 85, 65. That seems really fucking not that good. I mean, the 7 damage is awesome, don't get me wrong. Nah, I think I'm not doing the shovel. I'm not going to rest. I'll just tank the curse if we get a stamina sucking event. Got even more Doom. If we can get 4 more Doom before the next juice, then we're going to have +1 all stats, which will be nice. I'm going to search the room for clues, plus injury, tiny cuts. That's so amazing. Fighting Goblin Seal. We can do 13 damage. Even if we could do 2 tiny attacks with a Desperate Struggle, it would be 16 damage. Then again, we could throw the shovel. So we have a 61% chance to hit. Let's see, can the shovel... It probably does enough. I'm throwing the shovel. It does not do enough. I'm throwing the bottle as well. There we go. We did a bunch of damage. Apparently it's weak to bludgeoning, which makes sense. Our ass pool capacity is now much lower. Obviously I'm going to take the -5% Doom, and I'm forced to rest once. Oh my god, Jarman, please no. That's another 3% Doom. It is what it is. Definitely I'll enter the portal. It's the Frostbite. Probably shouldn't have done that. Oh well, I'm going to check out the Icy Coast, I guess. Plus 5% Doom and Frostbite. Okay. Give me those painkillers. Get rid of my frostbite. It's too terrible. Please discharge summary. Badly bruised. Oof. That's not great. That's really bad on endless mode. The drain swimmer's doing 4 damage. The enemies scale in endless mode? If we do 5 damage, we'll have 9 HP. And we're going to be able to Desperate Struggle, so... Just going to do that. Boom, boom. 13 damage dealt. I think my old best was around 50. I'll tap into the power, plus 2% doom. I think we're on track to not get that. Which is not the greatest. We do have Painkiller, which I probably should have taken. I think I'll look for Warehouse Job. Plus 2 funds, plus 5 XP. Fantastic. Zeal is pretty good. We could get rid of our allies and get on our own as well. Which would increase our combat speed. I think extra damage makes more sense. And I'll get a little bit more strength. Which is very good. Rico was this close. Getting put on the chopping block. Cool. Apparently all the Krobos are the same. I was a little curious. Ugh. Oh no. So Terrorizum's plus doom. I'm gonna say what's with this guy. It's -2 stamina. We're almost at turn 40. I'll take the jog around the block. +1 reason. I'll get another -5% doom. Got Licking Ghost. In theory, we probably could / should learn the Clap Bow order. But the problem is we wouldn't be able to do it while also bracing. We could Offering, though. Do 8 damage, only take 1 reason damage. I think I will do that. We can do 8 damage, which means we're going to need a brace, and I can just normal sever, because that does 4. I think he got the alien tongue. Does have the alien tongue. He's going to give me some delicious energy drinks, though, which will be nice. Just going to sip that. We can use the monument, so I think we probably can push it to 50. I'm gonna risk going through +5 XP. Very cool. I usually fail at that event, not gonna lie. Oh. Take my funds, and then I'll sell the crowbar, I guess. +3% doom. Come on, Etho2. You're busting my balls here, Etho2. Definitely I'll listen to the man. -5% doom, -3 reason. Then I'll rest once. I think I'll confront the stranger. +5 XP. We're getting really close. Please no elevator. Thank goodness. I was a little worried. I was seeing the elevator in my mind's eye. What the hell? Why does the threat level matter in the hospital? That's so BS. I think I'll run plus 10 XP. Okay, so we could do healing this time. I think I'll take the minus 5% doom though. It's minus 5% doom is plus 2/+2. I'll fight my way out. Plus injury. Got badly bleeding. That's pretty fucking terrible, not gonna lie. Guess I'll enter the hospital. Get a 2% doom. Discharge summary. That is nice. You know, that's probably why they offer the medical kit. That's pretty annoying. We don't have a firearm, so both of these do nothing for us. Guess I'll get second sight and I'll level up my strength even more. Definitely just gonna pick up the book. Got Dusty Grimoire. Use random effect, cost 2 reason. Don't think I've ever used the Dusty Grimoire. Maybe if it looks like we're about to lose, I'll use it once. Just see what happens. Let's see. Doesn't sell for good, right? No. As much as I'd like to buy something from this duder, unfortunately, cannot. Alright, I see how it is. Got the Innsmouth look. Plus 2 funds, minus 1 reason. A little bit late on that one. I'm gonna use the brain worms just to get rid of a little bit of stamina. Well, I'll use the Dusty Grimoire now. What does it do? Could it be? There's still some hope. Minus 4% doom. Ooh. That's nice. That compensates for one of our rests. We can use the Occult Diary as well. That's really fantastic. Got Aspiring Model. It's been a little while since we fought any enemies. How come we're doing 7 damage? Guess because Anatomy class and Zeal? Yeah. So we could do 9 plus 7. Can't Desperate Struggle because our stamina and reason are too high. Guess I can just normal smack. What have you done? My face, it's ruined! Get out of here, model. We do 15 damage now with that. The lucky earrings are pretty good. Now we're at 98% doom. We're fighting the Goblin. Sorry, Goblin. We're still in Desperate Struggle range. We got to turn 60. Unbelievable. That's so good. Got the library book as well. It's also fantastic. We lose 2 reason to the thingy. Guess I'll visit the monument. Funds, funds, funds. Stamina's also good. Okay, funds again, please. -3 stamina. Damn it. I figured this might happen. It is what it is. We weren't getting that many juices out of it anyways. Guess I'll hide in the crowd. -2 stamina. Alright, Dusty Grimoire. I learned a spell. This chapter seems to be about various rituals. We got enthrallment. We're just going to forget enthrallment and forget the suture, and then I'm going to juice the grimoire again. Please minus doom. That's not minus doom. You're really busting my balls here, grimoire. One more. This chapter may help you stop the old god. I don't know about that one. Okay, no stamina or reason loss. I guess we're just going for it. Hell yes, +5 XP. Got corruption as an enemy. That's pretty terrible. We can get 4 times 2 is 8, plus 2 is 10, plus 12, plus 2 is 14. Oh no. You have to throw something. Guess I can throw the lucky earrings. 0 damage? That's so bullshit. Why does that even let me throw it? I'll throw the library. I cannot throw the library book. I have to throw the crowbar. Damn corruption, you motherfucker. Okay, I'll use the library book to level up, and I'll use the level up to regain some reason, and then I'll use the reason to use the Dusty Grimoire. -4% doom, please! Yes! Alright, we've got another turn eked out. Curse cartridge, that also helps greatly. We're down to 91% doom. This is not good. Can I brace and improvise? I can dodge and improvise. If we wanted to risk it for the biscuit, I guess we could do that. Alternatively, we could just run away. Oh, I think we gotta risk it. Dodge. Oh, -2 stamina. Okay, Grimoire, give me a spell. Give me Book of Gore. Ghostly Spear. -4% doom. Okay. It is what it is. That encounter is the final straw. Your mind has snapped and you've been locked up in an asylum. It would be comforting to accept the fact that you were insane, that no old god is awakening to devour humanity. But the drugs have not made these horrors disappear. Yeah, we got to turn 65. I'd say that's pretty good for an endless mode run. I would say so. I think I'll do a challenge mode run now. I'll do a challenge mode run, but I'll do the Haspin's Mysteries. Thank you, Black Mud of Doom. Let's see. I think cold turkey would be cool. I think I've chosen the worst time to quit. Obviously, we're doing it on Harbinger of Doom as well. Got the nicotine withdrawals, so we don't need the vending machine. Guess I'll have the occult shop and the history club. Seems good to me. We got a second bottle. We're on that twin bottle build. It's very fantastic. I'll do the samurai, free the nib, you know? Alright, I think to start off with, we could do the Salt Shrine? No, the cicadas, because there's no like ability checks for that one. The caconic chirping of the creepy cicadas. Cicadas have emerged early this year in much larger numbers than usual. Their chirping is absolutely deafening. And what's worse, they exhibit the most impossible behavior. They behave like humans. They take bus rides, they visit shops in the school and the hospital, they meet at playgrounds and at bars, loudly chirping together. Some people try to get rid of them, some are thrilled, some are terrified. Why did the cicadas suddenly start behaving like this? Is this the influence of some evil monstrosity, or... this is gonna sound a little bit autism, but I think the food that like tastes absolutely the best to me would be the friggin' Panda Express orange chicken plus the chow mein. I really like that shit. If we're talking like homemade non-fast food, then there's this chicken recipe that is kind of similar to orange chicken. I say just in shape, it's just like small pieces of chicken where it's breaded and it has this honey sriracha sauce. No, Dino Chicken Nuggets, that would be actual. I would be on the spectrum if I answered that. I think I'll continue looking. Plus 2% Doom. The cicada is skittering along the ground ridiculously fast for such a small critter. You turn the corner and, wait, what's that? You peek from around the corner as the cicada you've been following meets up with two others. What are they doing? The cicadas chirp one after another, clearly having some sort of conversation. The meeting ends after a while. The other cicadas disappear into the nearby alleys, while your cicada continues its run. Where's it going now? Don't think I've had Korean Thai curry. I do love me some pizza. Pizza is very good. Okay, got Mind Wipe. Pretty much ideal as far as curses are concerned. I'll sell a water bottle if we need 4 funds. 580, 60. There we go. It's so good if one likes coconut. That's interesting. Guess there are sweet curries. When I picture curry, I picture like a savory dish, but maybe that's just because I haven't really had any. Or much of it, at least. I'm less of an Indian food type person. I like a chicken fettuccine alfredo as well. Curry? I don't know. I just picture curry to be savory. I mean, there's probably sweet curries too. I lack knowledge in this field. You stop in front of the local high school. This late in the afternoon, it's closed, but this doesn't stop a cloud of cicadas from crossing the gate back and forth. You observe them for a while and finally realize what they're doing. Stealing. Every so often, a cicada leaves the school grounds carrying a small item on its back. A ruler, a piece of plywood, a plastic cap. Human-like behavior, secretive group meetings, theft of items from the school. Are these cicadas intelligent? What sort of sinister deed are those insects planning? The one you've been following has just boarded a bus. You can't let it escape. When you board the bus, you freeze. Almost every seat is occupied by a cicada or 2 or more. Terrified, you look at the driver as he closes the door. Look, they've been doing this for the past few days. I've already stopped questioning it, so I just want to do my job, you know. So please sit down and enjoy the trip. You sit down near the front door where there's no cicadas. Sometimes you turn and look at them, only to see them staring back or chirping secretly with each other. You're sure they are onto you. Curry's the technical name. That is, it's spice blend, so I guess there could be. Cool. Again, I'd say the odds are much higher that I'm wrong about curry than you are, since you literally make the stuff, you know. The only thing that villagers know about cicadas is that the local forest is teeming with them. Day and night it's all noise. We can't sleep because of them, they say, clearly exhausted. You discover an old campsite located on the edge of a small clearing. I'm gonna search the tent. +2 funds. Hell yes. Going deeper into the forest, you hear chirping that grows louder and louder with each step you take. Finally, you reach a large mound of dirt with dozens of cicadas scurrying about. We're doing pretty okay on Doom, so I kind of want to go for the cult shop as well. Don't think we necessarily need it, but if we could get the violin, I think that'd be good. There we go, we did get the violin. Fantastic. That offsets our nicotine withdrawals a little bit. The cicadas have built a miniature temple. You stare in disbelief as the cicadas gather around it. Their attention seems to be focused on the strange black idol in the center of the shrine. As they begin a rhythmic chant, the ground under you begins to shake. Run towards the tiny temple in an attempt to stop the ritual. Unsure of what to do, you reach under the roof of the shrine and touch the black idol. Suddenly, there is bright light. The beam of the light erupting from the shattered idol disappears as suddenly as it appeared, and it takes a moment for your eyes to get accustomed to the normal sunlight again. After a while, you stand up and survey the damage. The temple is no more, burnt to cinders. The surroundings are littered with hundreds of charred, dead cicadas. You step closer to inspect the broken idol, only to find that it has disappeared. With nothing else left to do, you leave the area, preparing for a long walk home. The chanting cicadas never return to Shiokawa, and people are relieved that their deafening chirping is gone. If only they knew the truth. Got the price hike, so that's fine. Probably weren't going to be shopping anyways. Take the bathola, refill the water bottle, get a little extra reason. We're back to decent levels. I think I'll do the Salt Shrine next. Surprising story of a succulent salt shrine. Workers who were digging out a tunnel to expand the railway network around Shiokawa have made a startling discovery. Inside a cave, they found an old shrine built out of rock salt and human bones. The police and the local authorities have asked the citizens to leave the shrine alone. But everyone is hoping to take a glance at the mysterious temple, or perhaps acquire a souvenir or two. For you, the emergence of the shrine in these strange times is all but coincidental. There are questions you have, and perhaps you can find some answer inside the shrine of salt and bones. Everyone from local historians to bar owners is excited about this discovery, hoping the shrine will become a tourist trap. Intrigued, you decide to check it out yourself. We get +5 XP. Either something terrible happened, or the authorities really mean it. The area where the shrine was found has been put under lock and key, and policemen are turning locals away. You wonder if there's another way in. Thank you for the reminder, El Yanli. Favorite soda or alcohol drink? I think soda-wise, it'd be between like Dr. Pepper and root beer, I guess. I'll break the chain. Plus 10 XP. Fantastic. The origins and the builder of the strange shrine are shrouded in mystery. Perhaps you can learn something about its past from the City Hall's archives. I don't really drink alcohol, so I don't have a favorite alcohol. Oh, our combat speed is so booty. Get just strong attack over and over, I guess. Or we could risk it with a 70% chance. I think that's worth. Maybe we should have investigated if we can brace. We cannot brace. Like peach flavors, alcohol barely drink, but I like the sweet stuff when I do. Cool. That's probably how I would feel as well. I like sweet stuff. Amazing. We've defeated corruption. You're told that a family of famous salt sculptors lived in Shiokawa 100 years ago, but they moved to a nearby village for unknown reasons. Fortunately, there's a bus line that stops by that village. Hopefully the sculptor's descendants still live there. Crops wave in the breeze, -2 reason. An elderly villager shakes her head. That family is long dead. Violence and insanity have claimed their lives. Their grandson lives in the nearby forest, but nobody's seen him in years. I would stay away from him if I were you. Take the blood? That was a good question. I forgot to ask the same thing. You find the decrepit house of the sculptor's descendant and a skeleton covered in cobwebs and rotten clothes. You return to Shiokawa the first chance you get. Storm clouds arrive from across the sea. The rain begins to fall as you walk towards the construction site. Definitely gonna try talking to them. -3 stamina. Using the side entrance you found earlier, you get inside the construction site. You wonder what exactly you'll find inside the shrine. Gotta level up. Definitely, I guess I'll get quick thinking and some strength. So stalagmites is guaranteed doom and /or reason loss. Enter the shrine as a knowledge check, so I'll look around the cave. Oh! In the back of the cave, you find several shallow pits filled with human skeletons and desiccated squid corpses. One of the skulls is impaled with a dagger of an intricate design. You pull it out. There's not even one speck of rust on the blade. It is the ritual dagger, which is pretty okay. Coke, and if I happen to drink, it's whiskey. Definitely not Irish. Cool. A loud rumble interrupts your investigation of the cave and the salt shrine. While wondering where the noise is coming from, you're too late to notice the cracks in the salt-encrusted cave walls. Part of the wall comes crashing down onto the shrine, and seawater starts rushing in. You're knocked off your feet by the sudden deluge. The opulent shrine, built out of salt and bones, is smashed apart by the waves. You wrap your hands around a large stalagmite to avoid being swept by the current. A curious whistling sound makes you turn around. It takes you a while to process what you're looking at. A pale white squid with dozens of tentacles thrashing about in the water. The alien being nimbly navigates the strong currents and quickly escapes into the sea. The whistling sound is soon replaced by the rumble of rushing seawater as you slowly pull yourself up towards the exit from the cave, escaping the sudden flood. Drenched but alive, you make your way home. Heavy rain washing the salt from your skin and clothes. Just eat normal plain pizza. With cheese. Okay. is interesting. Got red team and blue team. The next day, local media report on the destruction of the shrine and indefinite postponement of the railway expansion. You, on the other hand, are troubled by some dark thoughts. Did you release an ancient sleeping monster into the sea? Or was the shrine destined to be destroyed and you were just a spectator? Got fetid fumes. Pretty terrible. But that's not too bad, I guess. I feel like fetid fumes is less bad than contaminated water, to be honest. I think I'll do... I want to do the leeching loom when I have 3 funds. I guess I could sell the ritual dagger. Yeah, I will do that. Languishing log of a leeching loom. Shiokawa has become the center of a minor fashion craze, thanks to a talented seamstress. Meanwhile, strange disappearances plagued the town since last week. This includes Yamato-san, your neighbor. He disappeared yesterday, but because the police is swamped with similar cases, your neighbor is asking you to help find her husband. Favorite exotic pizza was teriyaki chicken with hollandaise. What's hollandaise? I don't think I've ever heard of that. Yamato-san? Big wallet Yamato-san with the pencil mustache. He was here yesterday. Strangely, he didn't drink anything, and looked as if he was in a hurry. I think he said he was going on a trip to another city or something like that. He left the town and didn't tell his family anything. Maybe someone at the bus station saw him. We can finally try to listen in to the gossip. I'll eavesdrop a little. Dexterity check success? I thought it was going to be perception. You creep closer to hear them better. The man is arguing that his fiancée is spending too much money on clothes, especially those made by the seamstress, and that they have a funny smell about them. The girl, on the other hand, defends quality and price of the clothes with an almost religious zeal. Plus 10 XP. Like salami, okay, it's one of the great French sauces, so use butter, egg yolk, a reduction. It's kind of like a warm mayo in a way, but don't tell the French. Huh. Did that pizza have red sauce too? Or was the hollandaise like replacing the pizza, the marinara sauce? At the bus station, you learn that Yamato-san was asking about the seamstress, and he wasn't the only one to do that recently, as several other married men have also asked about her, and have disappeared soon afterwards. You should return to Yamato-san's wife with this new information. Excuse me, do you have a moment to talk about our real Lord and Savior? Yeah, I'll listen to him. Minus 5% doom. The seamstress, Yamato-san's wife, suddenly becomes very aggressive. I told him I wouldn't buy any more clothes from her. Does he think I'm a liar? Is that his reason to abandon me? After calming your neighbor down, you get the mysterious seamstress's address. Her shop is located in a nearby village. It's time to catch a bus. One can do both, but I like it more if the red sauce is still there. So one has the sweet tangy marinara sauce, the rich hollandaise, and the salty teriyaki chicken. Perception check success. You managed to find the food court and enjoy some delicious IKEA meatballs. Fantastic. When you mention the seamstress, the village women are very happy to help you out. Man or woman, big or small, she can weave fashionable clothes for everyone. Go check them out yourself. You won't regret it. With wide manic smiles, they point you towards her workshop. It sounds very flavorful. I don't know if I would like it or dislike it. The shop is full of young and old women. They're all gushing about the quality and design of the clothes displayed on the shelves, while an old lady sits behind the counter with a toothy grin. Step closer to check the price tags and shudder. There's way too many zeros on these tags. You manage to find a section with much cheaper items. I'll buy the festive coat. You purchase one of the clothes displayed on the shelf. When you get to the changing room, you notice a weird smell about them. You shudder when you realize what it is. The smell of rotten meat was used to make this cloth. Is this a B slot item? No, it's a C slot item. What a waste. Well, whatever. It was worth a shot. It might give us plus luck while it's in our inventory. It probably won't. I'll sell the thing. Fuck the thing. Good to know. Something definitely is not right about this seamstress in her shop. You wonder if some of the villagers might be willing to gossip about her. Got Mr. G-Man from the hit series G-Mod. He's giving me a crowbar. She gives me the creeps, one of the younger boys says. I heard that she spent all her life working at the rice paddies, but after her husband died, she suddenly became a super talented seamstress. Would you believe that? And what's worse, my mom can't stop babbling about her every chance she gets. Oh yes, that is what I'm talking about. I'm gonna put away the handcuffs for now. Get that wine bottle. We're back to 2 bottles. And we're at the end of the mystery, so I might as well drink the wine bottle now. You'll learn some information about the seamstress. She works only at night, with an old loom she found in the ruined manor by the river, in which she had moved to her house right before her husband died. As the sun sets behind the horizon, you creep towards her workshop, the lights are on and the doors unlocked. Entering quietly through the open door, you hear some clattering sounds of the old loom at work. You walk down the stairs, into the basement, and find the macabre seamstress working on her newest masterpiece. The loom clunks and clatters while the cloth is being drawn from the bathtub. 2 bloody pink intestines, slick with blood and bodily fluids, still connected to the corpse inside. This is the source of the exquisite fabrics popular amongst the women of Shiokawa. Human flesh, spun and weaved into high-quality silk through the eldritch power of the cursed loom. You gasp audibly when you recognize the face of the corpse in the bathtub. It's Yamato-san. Your neighbor's intestines are being used to create another set of clothes. You turn to look at the loom again, and notice that the seamstress is staring right at you. Before the old lady can even stand up, you run upstairs and out of the manor. You stop only when you reach the local police station, telling cops about what you've just seen. 1 hour later, 24 policemen are busy turning the old house upside down. They find the butchered corpses of every man who has gone missing in the past few weeks. The next day, you watch the TV report about the macabre loom and the police's investigation, and shiver when you hear that the seamstress has escaped the police. She's out there, and she knows your face. Amazing. Got Freaky Flood, and that's not too terrible. I'm going to fill my second bottle. I'm back to the twin bottle build. Think I'll get a little extra XP. Have 2 mysteries remaining. I think I want to do the Masked Murderer and the Rhyme of the Raven. Guess I'll start with the Raven. Rabid rhyme of a rapacious raven. Little raven, hungry raven, living in a deep dark hole. My friend was very craven, so the raven ate him whole. This dreadful rhyme is making its rounds around Shiokawa primary schools as of late. More and more children memorizing the lines and singing them at random times. And when the song is sung, a child is fated to disappear. They disappear overnight, right from their homes and from their parents' hands, never to be seen again. The police is hopeless and the parents in town are borderline hysterical. Is there a way to stop this madness? Very good. A nearby primary school has several of its pupils disappear in the past few days. Maybe one of the teachers can tell you about this morbid case. I think I'll decide to walk. We have plenty of doom to spare. I've heard that Mrs. OO's twins disappeared last night. Poor woman, says one of the teachers. After some persuasion, he gives you Miss OO's address. She lives in a 2-story house down the street. Numerous ravens are perched on the rooftops. I guess I'll wait them out. It's plus 2% doom. No big deal. My little girls. I was watching them in bed as they slept and turned around to put away their toys, and the next moment I knew they were gone. The door and window were closed, but they disappeared anyways. Maybe this little hungry raven is some sort of evil spirit or demon. Perhaps you can find some leads in the local library. I heard that colored hair is pretty difficult to maintain and that you had to have like special shampoos and stuff. Tall woman with an unsettling face, twitching lips stops you. I help the woman, -3 stamina. Oh. Whoops. Damn it. Man stole my XP. Motherfucker. Villagers haven't heard anything about the disappeared children or any demonic birds for that matter. They do tell you there's an old lady who's terrified of ravens. She lives in a lone cottage in the middle of the rice paddies. I guess I'll accept the help, plus 2% doom. You approach the door to the cottage and politely knock on it. An old woman opens the door and lets you in. When you tell her about the disappeared children in the Raven rhyme, she gets wide-eyed and gasps in terror. She grasps at her head, hiding her face in her hands. Oh no, that accursed bird is back? Please, for your own sake, don't even think about going after it. Just turn around and leave. Forget about those children, I beg of you. Charisma check success. The old woman begins sobbing. I was young. I was 8 years old. I had 4 siblings. 60 years ago we sang the tune. In the same evening, the raven came to take us to the forest. I barely escaped, leaving my siblings behind. Please leave before the raven devours you too. Awesome. Why are we getting all generic perks? This is so bullshit. What the hell? Oh, we are only level 2. Okay. Walking down the road from the old woman's house, you suddenly hear some children crying in the distance. It's coming from the directions of the forest. So it can be one can do it without, but it means one needs to be more careful. I don't use special color protection shampoo. It's maintaining health because of the bleach is more important. Okay. That makes sense. You roam the forest for several minutes until you find the source of the crying. 2 girls about 8 years old each. Seeing you, they quickly run towards you. But when you turn around, the way back is blocked by the trees you could swear were not there before. You try to backtrack your way out of this forest, but it seems you're going in circles. You always end up on the same spot where you first found the girls. Then you hear the rustle of wings above you. The raven perches on the branch of a dead tree and stares down at you silently, its eyes empty and pale. Every fiber of your being is telling you one thing: to grab the children and run the hell away. I'm gonna be defiant. Strength check success. I flex my muscles in front of the raven and look the raven in its eye. It starts getting darker and darker around you until the eldritch bird suddenly croaks, flapping its wings angrily. You raise from your knees and look at the raven, whose shape is slowly distorting into nothingness. It croaks one last time and takes off into the air, dissolving into a cloud of black smoke a few seconds later. You stare at the sky for a while longer, but the raven does not reappear. As the twins start to sob and cry, you reassure them that everything will be okay and start leading them out of the forest. Half an hour later, you reach the village and take them to the local inn. The inn owner quickly calls the police when you tell him what has happened and explain who the children are. After the police arrive, you're questioned about the missing children. The detectives will listen attentively to your story. When you mention the encounter with the ghostly raven, they look at each other briefly. Alright, I think that will be all. Thank you for answering our questions. Have a nice day. The police will let you go without further ado. As you walk back to Shiokawa, you cautiously eye every raven you happen to pass by. The twins are safely returned to Miss OOO, and she personally thanks you for finding them. However, all of the other children that disappeared during the Raven Rhyme Panic, as the media dubbed it, are still missing to this day. You can only hope that by banishing the demonic bird, no other child will suffer the same morbid fate. Cut off from the outside world. That's big, no big deal. Guess I'll chug one of the bottles. Refill the bottle. Refill my stamina. I'm back to maximum stat olies. It's amazing. On our last mystery. The malicious machinations of a masked murderer. By Haspin. You hand the elderly Miss Boop 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 the package and, after a cup of tea, bid her farewell. You're about to head to the bus stop and get back to Shiokawa when a sudden yell stops you in your tracks. Guys, guys! A young man runs towards others around his age. They found Kenta, he's dead! The whole group quickly runs to the center of the village. Did someone get murdered in broad daylight? Yeah, bleach is tricky, but in general I have pretty good hair that can take some damage, and I only bleach twice a year. Okay. Makes sense. The murder occurred near the village center. You should take a look. What's the worst thing that could happen? We encounter corruption. That's pretty. Well, we have Doom to spare. We can do 2 attacks for 5 damage. We might be able to brace. We cannot brace. Can we brace and get a decent attack chance? 90% chance. I think that's worth it. Posted what my hair looks like, and I'm sorry about how badly I messed up your hair. What even happened if the lighthouse asked for the second Emmy and you had none? No, it's corruption. That's a good question. I feel like nothing good would come of it. Like, it might be that you automatically fail the event. Or you know what it would be? It probably would be that the game would crash. That is what would happen. From the snippets of conversations between the villagers, you learn that a person wearing a horn mask was seen fleeing the crime scene, and the name of the victim was Kenta Kurikawa. His family lives in a mansion just a few minutes away from the village, across a nearby forest. It would probably bring up that friggin', you know that one menu that happens whenever the game crashes? It'd be like, failed to draw a string, second enemy. There's no second enemy to be had. Lady Kari and her daughter, Natsuko, welcome you warmly, but they don't seem very disturbed by Kenta's death. You delivered the package to Miss OOO? How nice of you, she's my old friend. She grins, her smile white and red. I don't think you can help us in any way, but feel free to stay for the night. Please, we have a guest room ready. Remember, close the door, not giving us anything. I'm gonna go back to sleep. -2 reason. Your dreams are haunted by visions of a smiling mask and blood dripping all around you. The next morning, you're treated to a simple breakfast. Natsuko and Lady Akari don't mind your questions, but aren't very forthcoming with your answers to them. At least they don't mind you roaming around the place, and Natsuko even offers to take you on a tour around the mansion. And this is my late father's study, Natsuko says, finishing the tour of the mansion. If you want, feel free to peruse the books here. Just don't mind the dust. Mother hasn't cleaned this place since the funeral. The very first thing you notice is a large collection of books, all covered in a thick layer of old dust. Knowledge check failure. Plus 3% doom, plus 5 XP. You spend a few hours in the old dusty study before you finally find something of interest, an old book about demon masks, which prescribes banishing the evil spirits by snapping the mask vertically in two. You wonder if this stuff works for real. You excuse yourself from the offer to partake in lunch and head to the village. Villagers gossip between themselves about the most recent murder, but when an outsider like you starts asking questions, they suddenly go silent. This might take a while. I guess I will buy a spell. I mean, there's plenty of decent magic items, I guess. I'm trying to think. Ritual daggers, 1 funds. I guess I'll sell the cursed cartridge. Yeah, I'll buy a magic item. Corpse dust? You gotta be kidding me. I'm selling that dust. I don't want minus luck. Finally, an elderly farmer spills some beans. That family had it all, until the death of old Kosuke a few months ago. First, the fire destroyed their prized collection of no masks. Then young Kinta's fiancé got killed, and now he decided to head back to Kurokawa's family mansion and ask Lady Kari a few more questions. Returning to the mansion, you can't help but notice how eerily silent it is. Making your way to the largest room, you find it shrouded in darkness. Wait, what's that? It's Natsuko. Someone stabbed her dozens of times. Wait, are those footsteps you're hearing? Red is good, blood is good, I need more. You barely dodge the swing of a kitchen knife wielded by a relatively small person wearing a demon's mask. I want more red, give it to me. Red is good. She does 5 stamina damage. That is a lot of stamina damage. We can get a 75% chance to hit her. And take 2 stamina damage, or else we can get an 85% chance to do 10 and get a little more. I think I'll take the more guaranteed ones here. We did 6 damage, so I guess she's weak to blunt. I don't want to take another 5 damage, so I think I'm going to throw something at her. And just strong attack her. 8 damage, plus 15 XP, got a steak knife. When you approach the masked assailant's body, they suddenly spring back to life. Letting out a terrible shriek, they run deeper into the mansion. You can't let them escape. Lose 2 reasons. It looks as if the murderer disappeared, but then you notice that the doors leading to Lord Kosuke's memorial chamber are slightly open. The murderer's body lies on the floor, face up. You approach it and take the mask off to see their face. It's Lady Akari. Hello. You scream in surprise when the horn mask suddenly speaks to you, its mouth twisting up in a wicked grin. Do not be afraid. I'm your friend. I can give you power, great power. The mask's voice turns into a whisper. Just put me on your face, put me on, put me on. You almost fall under its influence, but in the last moment you snap out of it and look at the mask defiantly. Put me on, I command thee. It yells, but you're deaf to its demands. Remembering what you've learned about evil masks, you snap it in half. It lets out a terrible shriek as warm blood starts pouring from its eye sockets and split mouth. A few moments later, you start hearing police sirens slowly getting closer to the mansion. You decide to run away as fast as you can. Avoiding the villagers and the police, you make your way to the bus station and return to Shiokawa. The next time an elderly neighbor asks you to deliver a package, you have to find some sort of excuse to refuse. Malicious machinations of a mass murderer, ending A. School curfew is no big deal. We've got the key, we've got enough XP for level up. I will take the core strength. I think, yes. Then I'm gonna drink some water. I'm gonna get my other bottle and drink the water. Ah, I knew I had handcuffs. I forgot the handcuffs. It is what it is. I'll fill one of the bottles. And then I guess I'll drink that too. And get a little extra XP. We are so hydrated. So let's see. Dex, -3 stamina. Takashi. That's fine. Charisma, -3 reason. Second enemy. Knowledge rods. Ear slurp, slurp. So -6 stamina, -6 reason if we have long lighthouse, which we don't. I think I will get the handcuffs for Takashi. I think I'll put away the ritual dagger. I'm pretty sure it doesn't throw all that good, and the bottle throws pretty good. We cut our arms on the light switch. On the knives. Fighting Takashi-san, he is the ultimate opportunist. You can get a light and a strong, which will do 14 damage, which is just enough. Get subdued, Takashi-san. Charisma Girl, sucks our reason. Second enemy would be Corruption. Oh no. We fought Corruption like twice this run, didn't we? Or is this the same one Corruption? Wait, I'm gonna hit this one. Maybe it just repeated the button. Yeah, I don't think we fought Corruption twice, actually. The first enemy was Corruption as well? Does that mean if I hit the wrong one, it would have just cucked me and given me the doom? That's really annoying. Following the winding staircase, -3 stamina. The dark clouds swirl around the lighthouse. Did you arrive too late? Get those eggs out of here. I didn't even know we were fighting against Spider-Man. As the unnatural fog slowly lifts, you relieved and collapse on the floor. The next day, everything feels like a bad dream. You managed to stop the ritual awakening of the Eldritch Old God, but what's done is done. It will stir in its slumber again and again until the stars are right again. Congratulations, you are safe for now. Fantastico. Oh, that wasn't that bad. For the cold turkey challenge. I mean, the has-been mysteries are easier, so it makes sense. Still, that challenge usually kicks my ass. A bit more than that. I guess because there's so many custom events, it kind of, you know, it prevents the random stat loss. It prevents the random enemy encounters. Yep. I think I'm down to clown with another one. Yeah, I did. It's a breeze for Haru. I think I'll do another challenge, but I plan on reading a little bit less. So maybe I'll do a mix of has-been and not has-been. I kind of want to do the wrong book challenge, I'm not gonna lie. So I think I will. Got an old god. Guess I'll do Harold. A bit of a ball buster. Let's check out the lighthouse sooner rather than later. We've got second enemy, dex, strength, so that's -6 stamina, charisma, second mystery, and Takashi-san. So if we want to be safe, 7 stamina for reason, and we're invincible from a death that way. Got it. I think we're all set in this front. Confirm and continue. Got nothing in our drawers. So we're just going to take a little XP bath. I really like the new jacket they added. I think this is a new jacket. Okay. I think to start off with, I'll do the eels and then I'll do the tongue to get a weapon. I'm just gonna hope that we don't encounter combat. While returning to your home, someone suddenly bumps into you. Did you know? You turn around. It's your friend living in the same apartment complex, Kana. That weird dude is back. You know, the one who studies fish? You shrug, opening the door. Kana follows and immediately enters the kitchen. A while later, she returns with 2 cans of soda. Aren't you curious? What weird fish did he bring this time? I saw him carrying some jars inside his apartment. Will you check it out? He will surely recognize me if I do it myself. Equip the book strap. Let's get that rolling. We got pancakes right off the back. Right off the bat, I mean. So I'll power through. We get an ally and plus 10 XP. Fantastic. Got a Kumi. Thank you, RNG, for that one. You notice an island that wasn't there before, and when you look towards it, you see people with animal heads. -3% doom, +1 reason. This is a good run. Kana just likes getting some eye pokey pokes. It is what it is. Nobody approves of this hobby of hers. I don't want an injury. I'm going to take a detour. We have Doom to spare, I think. Let Mr. OOO struggle with the stuff. I'll get the most expensive drink. We might get Jarman, but it is what it is. We have pancakes, so we have a stamina surplus. Getting very lucky with our RNG here. Mystery Yakitori. +4 reason, -1 stamina. That's really fantastic. I'm going to put it in storage though. That'll help us recover from the Kana. That's good. Give me your eyeball. Shocked, you see countless tiny eels crawling out of your friend's eye in all directions. Will Kana even survive the blood loss? You rush to the hospital with Kana, getting a lot of attention from horrified people. Your friend is taken immediately to the operating theater, and he claps on a chair in the waiting area. Wake up, dude. You've been sleeping for over 3 hours. You groggily open your eyes. Your friend Kana is wearing an eye patch. Not so pretty anymore, eh? I couldn't exactly tell the doctors the truth about what happened, and I'm pretty sure I won't be winking with my left eye anytime soon, but thank you for saving my life. You're still processing the events of the previous night. Corpse-eating eels that lay their eggs in eyes. Sitting with your friend Kiana before your apartment building, you watch the police officers emptying out your neighbor's place. Oh, I know why it feels so easy. I forgot to do it on Harbinger of Doom. Ah, that sucks. Well, whatever. I'm just gonna rock it. I guess I'll just pick harder mysteries to compensate a little bit, I guess. I'm going for the tongue mystery, though. Either way, I want the freebie weapon. Trepidatious topic of a teenager's tongue. Daigo, one of your younger neighbors, has not been seen for the past few days. People have started circulating rumors that he became gravely ill. I did indeed get contaminated water. That is true. His mother refuses to speak with anyone about him, only adding to the weirdness of the whole situation. You decide to check on the poor guy, or at least find out from his mother what's happening to him. After all, how bad could it be? Reach the top floor where Daigo and his mother share a small apartment. She opens the door when you ring the bell and smiles sadly. Ah, it's you. Well, if you really want to know, come in and see for yourself. You won't believe me otherwise. I think we fought 0 enemies so far, which is awesome. When you enter the living room, you freeze. Daigo is sitting on the sofa, staring at you. You see that his tongue is unnaturally long, almost reaching to his knees. We have no idea. A week ago, he woke up complaining about a headache. Ever since then, it slowly grew bit by bit every day. It's 1 meter long already. I need to grab some groceries and visit the hospital to ask the doctors if they can help Daigo. Can you stay with him for a while? You agree. Daigo has trouble talking and eating because of his tongue. His mother returns after a few hours. She says the doctors have never heard of a case like this. She walks to the door and asks for another favor. Because of his condition, Daigo has already skipped a week's worth of school. Would you go to the school and ask his teachers what material he's missed so far? I'm so preoccupied with his condition that I can't go myself. Got plus 3% Doom. The teachers were sympathetic. You decided against telling them about the tongue, and gave you a list of things Daigo has to catch up with. It's time to return to the poor guy. Hopefully he's feeling slightly better. When you return to Daigo's apartment, his mother's thank you for your help. You notice she's got a rule in her hand. Keep it up, Mr. Tor, Amazing Streams. Shout out to Mr. Jimmy 89, Long Island. Okay, thank you, Shahin. Zoe. Daigo's mother smiles sadly and turns to face her son. I've decided to measure his tongue every day, and I just took another measurement. It grew another 60 centimeters since this morning. It's growing faster. The next day, you start to wonder, how does one's tongue start randomly growing in length? There must be some sort of underlying medical condition for this, right? Daigo's mother has already consulted the doctors, but you wonder if they've missed something. You ought to ask them yourself. We got a delicious bottle of milk. While taking an elevator, you get a terrible feeling that something bad is about to happen. -3 reason. You get screwed by the elevator once again. Doctors shrug and are confused about Daigo's condition, and have promised to find some solution for it. Sure that they've told Daigo's mother the same thing, you make your way back home. You enter Daigo's apartment to check on him, only see his mother standing in front of him. You gasp when you notice a meat cleaver in her hand. Calm down. How could I ever be calm about this? She drops the cleaver and hides her face in her hands. Yoink. Sobbing. You grab the cleaver to keep it away from her. It grew even longer. Now it's 2.5 meters long. This is terrible. He's a monster. A monster. Daigo's mother runs out of the apartment crying. She can't abandon him like that. He asks Daigo for some patience as he goes to fetch his mother back. No longer able to speak, all he can do is gurgle and nod his head. Ooh, we got plus experience points. Very fantastic. Great, we've got nothing perks. I'm going to reroll for generic perk. Quick thinking, fantastic, and I'm going to get some strength. You find Daigo's mother and she agrees to return. When you two return to their apartment, she suddenly screams and falls backwards in terror. You run inside and find Daigo sitting on the floor. You gasp in horror when you realize that his own tongue is wrapped around his neck and is choking him. Help him. You rush to help him, grabbing onto the slick, slippery tongue. Only then you notice something at the very tip of it. Is that a mouth? The monster's tongue lashes out at you, quickly unwrapping itself from Daigo's neck. It's the oral alien. I think this is our first enemy, maybe? It has so much power. It's strong attack for 6. But how will we do 10? We could take a 55% chance to hit. I think I will. We missed the attack. Okay, what if I braced? Then we'd be swinging with 45% chances. I think I'm going to tank the -3 stamina and kill it next turn. Apparently it's weak for against slashing, which is nice. Choking and gagging, Daigo collapses onto the floor and vomits the strange creature out, along with copious amounts of blackish blood. As for the eldritch tongue itself, its spasms come to a stop in a large puddle of dark liquid. Your neighbor gasps for air as his mother helps him back onto his feet and moves him to the nearby sofa. Much to the relief of you two, Daigo already looks much healthier and even regained his ability to speak. "Thank you for everything," he gasps, wiping his forehead with the tissue, slowly calming down. That's when you notice that his mother, her eyes fixed on the dead alien tongue, has grabbed a ruler. You ask her what she's doing. "I just want to know," Daigo's mother says with a trembling voice. She kneels down in front of the creature's slick corpse and takes one final measurement. It was 4 meters long. Daigo's mother has the remains of the alien creature destroyed at the crematorium ran by one of her relatives. Daigo soon gets better and returns to school. But since that terrible day, you're constantly conscious of your tongue. You can't find a place for it in your mouth. It feels like it doesn't belong in there. Very cool. Got riots and roads closed. Roads closed is pretty terrible. We can't take the Bathola. And have to make do with our pancakes and stuff. So I'll do the phone call one next. I don't have to do it right next though. Guess I'll do the neural notation because that is a hard mystery. Nauseating novella of neural notations by Haspin. You grimace, rubbing your forehead once again. It all started this morning, and despite your efforts, you can hear it clearly. Beeping. Terrible, incessant beeping deep inside your head. You thought it was just a headache, but it's persistent, and what's worse, it's getting louder. What could be the cause of it? Right, I'm gonna drink the milk and eat some mystery yakitori. Delicious. And I think I'll eat some pancakes as well. We're back to decent-ish stats. You wonder if it could be some harmful radiation coming from your home electronics. Your uncle once told you some wartime stories about death rays and mind control experiments and such, so who knows? Got Twisted Corpse. It's doing 1 damage. We can sever it for 8 per turn. Oh yeah, we're faster because of the book strap. I think I will do that and just tank the 1 reason damage. Which is definitely not the greatest given our mystery, but you know. All the electronics in your apartment are working fine. You stick your head outside the door. Maybe something's wrong with your apartment block's power network. The buzz of the electric current does seem awfully similar to the beeping inside your head. To prepare a bath, I'm going to take a hot bath, plus 1% doom. You notice the silence of your apartment makes the beeping worse, so you decide to leave. Maybe some fresh air will help you clear your head. Maybe the sounds of the lively city will drown out the beeping. Got another enemy. So our second enemy was the Twisted Corpse. Just reminding myself now. Now we're facing the glued corpse. There's a lot of corpses going on in this run. So we could do 10 damage. I think that's probably the best sequence we're going to get. The corpse bites you on your hand. Boom. It's useless. No matter what you do, the beeping continues. It's slowly making you increasingly tired and miserable. Yeah, and second's Twisted Corpse. Sorry, falling asleep. I think I'll log off. Nighty. Have a good sleep. Elianly. San, the elderly neurologist, welcomes you to his office. He is a professional and very intrigued about the noise that plagues you. Alright, San says, opening a medical book. Let's start with the basics. An hour comes and goes while the neurologist listens attentively as you describe the noise. He even goes as far as to consider uncommon and obscure cases from previous years. He tries to make a proper diagnosis, but in the end, all he can do is give you some sleeping pills. Somehow you doubt these will help. Sitting at the bench in front of the hospital, you almost give in to despair. The beep 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 is getting unbearable. Suddenly you realize something. That beeping, it's not random. There's a pattern to it. A repeating one? Is it some sort of signal or message? Could there be something in the local library about this? Trying not to think about the head-splitting headache, grab some books about spies and ciphers and communication codes. You soon realize that the pattern is most probably Morse code. Perception check failure. -1 stamina. You focus on finding out more, and then you notice something odd. Whenever you turn to look past Shiokawa towards the nearby forest, the beeping feels a little stronger. Could the source of the signal be hidden in there? Definitely, I'll just take the rake to the face. You continue deeper into the forest as the sun slowly descends behind the horizon. With each passing minute, the beeping grows louder and louder. It's starting to make you nauseous, but you feel that you must press on to find the source, or the sounds inside your head will drive you insane. Oh, I found some milk. Fighting the Kanoko Gatherer. He is also doing 1 all damage, which is pretty horrible. We can dodge. I think that's probably worthwhile. We dodge the attack. It's also weak against bludgeoning. No, weak against sharp. So our base damage for strong attack would be 6 times 2 is 12. Plus 2 is 14. I think +1 because it's a meat monster as well. Be 15. Alright, time to put my money where my mouth is. Because yeah, we did 7 damage with our slash, so we're doing +3. Exactly correct. You start walking up a hill, noticing a strange structure on top. When you get there, you can't believe your own eyes. It's a radio transmitter. A large metal antenna is pointed towards Shiokawa. A parabolic dish is pointing upwards, towards the moon. You scream as the beeping inside your head suddenly intensifies tenfold. The strength of the noise knocks you off your feet, and the world starts spinning before your eyes. You can feel your stomach twisting into knots, almost causing you to puke. But underneath your right hand, you feel the cold surface of a large rock. Screaming in agony, you grab the rock and launch yourself at the transmitting array. Clang, clang, thonk, crunch, clang. Sparks fly and smoke starts to rise from the mangled metal and damaged circuitry, but you do not stop striking the damn thing. A few minutes later, the rock slips from your hands as you collapse to your knees, exhausted. You breathe loudly, staring at the starry sky. A few moments later, you realize something. The beeping, it's finally stopped! While riding the bus back to Shiokawa, your head fills with numerous questions about the signal and the transmitter itself. You will probably never find answers to any of these questions, but at least you're safe from that hellish noise. Got Blood Moon, terrible, and Time Skip, not the greatest, but we're doing good on Doom, so it doesn't matter. Guess I'll get a little extra charisma and strength. Cannot take the Bathola. Guess I'll take the prescription pills now. Have 2 mysteries remaining. I think I'll do... Oh, I thought the bulletin was the ward. I think I'll do the... Death Diary? So it has a boss. Depressing drama of a death diary. We can confirm that these 2 teenagers also died of heart attacks, says the police spokesperson, before the station cuts back to the news lady. Doctors are unsure of how such healthy young people could die of heart attacks, but the school's staff has announced suspicion of physical activities as a precaution. You do a little counting. In total, 7 teenagers have met their untimely deaths. What could have caused them? Taking a sippy sip. We got an energy drink. And a forgotten specimen. A lot of reasons soaking enemies, I'm not gonna lie. Maybe I should have tried dodging, but that is whatever. There we go. Easy peasy. We got a chicken nugget, which is fantastic. I think I'll hold on to the energy drink. Though I don't know if we're going to be able to get up to 8 decks for the lighthouse. Ask the waiter, plus 10 XP. Very fantastic. We find out Daisuke is probably the prime suspect. So Ketchum results in you getting injury no matter what. I think Block his escape also does that. Actually, Ketchum might not do that. I'm going to talk him down. -1 stamina. Daisuke has fled the school and you lose sight of him. You learn his family address. I probably should have rested. Okay, awesome. We can rest. I'm going to rest like 4 times, probably. Because we have the Demon Spare. Very good. Bring it on, Daisuke. He's doing 3 stamina damage. He has 40 power. So hitting him is a little bit of a pain. You can get 75% chances to hit. I think that's reasonable because the round down is so good. He uppercuts me. Is that all he does? He should have more than one combat line, right? Guess I'll do one more. He throws a mean left hook. I'm gonna embrace and attack once more. He throws another mean left hook. Get out of here, Daisuke. He falls to the ground dead. That's when you notice it. The fabled death diary laying on the desk. So the rumor you heard was true. Daisuke was using this book to introduce heart attacks in those who bullied and mistreated him the past few days. You shudder when you realize that if you told him your name, Daisuke would have induced a fatal heart attack in you as well. You pick up the diary and start flipping through the pages, but they're all empty. There's no names, no dates, nothing at all. It's as if nobody ever written anything in the diary. Then on the last page, you see this. Daisuke Hudaka, cause of death, killed at home by an unknown assailant. You scream in panic when the diary suddenly bursts into flames. You drop the book, which falls to the ground and quickly burns to nothing. There's not even a single flake of ash remaining. The diary's gone. Knowing that police won't believe you about the diary, you run from the apartment. As expected, the plague of sudden heart attacks abruptly ends, and soon the police closes the investigation as well. Only one question remains unanswered. Who wrote Daisuke's name in the library? In the diary? Now, there was actually a second question, which is just where he found the book to begin with. I guess I'll get perception and I'll level my strength. Fantastic. Still can't take the Bathola. Got one mystery remaining. Just gonna do the bulletin, I think. Gotta investigate the forest twice, so I'll get that out of the way now. So I'll confront the person. It's a little extra doom, but we have doom to spare, I think, still. Now we don't have doom to spare. That's not the greatest. -2 reason. Don't think I'll eat the pizza. -2 reason once more. We would have gotten a curse if we failed our luck check, which was plenty probable. I think I'll visit the monument once. -2 stamina. That's acceptable to me. We have the chicken nugget after all. I will take a bath. +1 stamina. Amazing. Got Tongue Man once more. He's got just enough HP to be a real pain in the ass, but also we can't really not fight him. Maybe we can brace and sever. Okay, so we'll just take 3 reason damage fighting this guy. That's acceptable to me. Licking Ghost salivates all over me. That's not ideal. Oh, we're getting our ass beat by these events. Branded? That's so terrible. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have accepted that. Oh no, we're fighting the dog as well. It's doing 2 stamina damage. We do have the chicken nugget, so we kind of have stamina spare. We can get 2 attacks going. I think we might have to throw some stuff. It's weak to slashing damage. I figured it would be. So we can throw the bottle. We did 6 pop, so boom, it is dead. Plus 15 XP. As soon as you arrive home, you dial the number and put the handset on the modem. Computer's pound. Heart pounds as the computer fans exhale. Very good. I think we might be actually toast. Alright, remember the notes. Can't save everyone. Let's see. I'm just gonna skip through the text. I want to see if we win or lose. So fetid fumes. We already got time skip, thankfully, so that doesn't matter. And because we're not on Harbinger of Doom, we got a little bit of a Doom refund. So second enemy, Dex, Strength, Charisma Girl, second Mystery, and Takashi. And do we have Long Lighthouse? We do have Long Lighthouse. Takashi's a real pain in the dick. What are you drinking right now? I'm drinking some water. A nice big cup of it. I forgot to make tea this morning. I'm going to drink the 2 energy drinks to get the dex to 8. Forgot to make tea this morning because I was watching the movie that I mentioned earlier. So yeah. It's a little bit panicked when I was looking for my drink. Probably should double check the lighthouse. I don't think we got the ear slurper slurp. We don't have Doom to spare. I'm just going to start climbing. Second enemy, I think was the Twisted Corpse, plus 10 XP. Fantastic. We find the switch, plus 10 XP. We're forced to eat the chicken nugget. Please no bad curse. Holes. No big deal for us for now. Charisma Girl, minus 3 reason. Second mystery, that'd be the tongue. Thanks to the reminder, Alian. And Takashi-san. He's doing 1 doom damage, so if we can destroy him, which we should be able to do very easily, we'll win. I don't even really have to be super careful about it because we have like 9 doom to spare. Easy peasy. The dark clouds swirl around the lighthouse. Did you arrive too late? Get that trombone out of here. As the unnatural fog slowly lifts, you are relieved and collapse on the floor. Thank you, Black Doom. The next day, everything feels like a bad dream. You managed to stop the ritual awakening the Eldritch Old God, but what's done is done. It will stir in its slumber again and again until the stars are right again. Congratulations, you are safe for now. Very cool. I think I'm gonna call the stream here. I want to make some tea, and my throat's a little bit shot this time. So, I'll just say, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video if you're watching VOD, or the stream if you were here. I hope to see you next time for more World of Horror. I hope you have a wonderful evening, Black Doom. Thank you very much for watching. Goodbye!